Welcome back to the channel. This is Wasabi. Today we're in a match on Fisherman's Bay with Rudy from King's Clan in his AMX 1357. And we're going to follow him as to see how he influences the map. So let's see what missions he's got. We've got LT8, which is capture the base or defend it, and with the battle, and he's also got the Coalition 2 mission. Anyway, so he's heading towards the centre. Again, typical place for the light tanks. If you watch the light tanks tactics map, and he's spotting tanks that are heavy tanks, typically moving into the centre, and we'll see if he can make them pay. So yep, he's managed to hit. Now 1357, in case you're not aware, is a premium tier 7 tank, and it has a large clip but small alpha per shot. It's around about 90 to 100 damage per shot, or in fact no, not quite that. It's fully loaded with premium rounds. It does sort of require premium rounds to really perform. The penetration on the standard rounds is not fantastic, but well, anyway, we'll see how he goes. So he's done a small amount of damage, but the enemy tanks are still there, and so let's see whether he can get some more damage. So the T-32 has managed to make pay for sticking out. T-32 maybe doesn't have sixth sense, otherwise you would have noticed that he was spotted and perhaps pulled back, but unless he was spotted previously and was kept spotted. So still here in the centre, not much traffic going there, but most players know to basically take a wide arc and avoid the light tanks in the centre, but they will then try to attack the tanks in the centre. So there's that T-32 again sticking out. He's managed to get another shot in. Because he's got a large clip, you can make a decision whether you want to reload or use the rest of your clip. So the Centurion Action X, he's going to, Carnarvon Action X, see if he's going to keep moving, which he does, and he'll put the rest of his clip into him. So you can see that each amount of damage is small, but with the clip potential to unload the full clip is quite reasonable, and because it's a fairly fast firing gun. So the idea is basically to try and run as much of your clip as possible before you run into danger. So there's the VK, and that's sort of the penalty you pay. VK moved out to try and take a shot at him, and managed to hit him while he was sitting there firing. So that's just one of the trade-offs you're going to make with an autoloader, is just how long do you stay exposed to get the maximum value out of your clip. So if you try and sit there and use all your clip, then yep, you might get a couple of shots in your way. So there's the SPIC, or 1C I should say, who's made a bad move running in front of another light tank. He's managed to get 3 shots into him, and there he's going again, and yep, not really clever. So he hasn't actually taken any damage from that SP1C, so that's the T-71DA, which is the other light tank on their team, on the enemy side, and he's put some damage into that. So both light tanks are basically taking some damage from Rudy, and here he's punishing the Carnarvon Action X again for basically sitting in the one spot. And basically put the full potential of his clip in. The Cax was basically sitting there pointing down towards the city, which again is an uncommon thing for tanks in the centre to do. So he's managed to get full side shots, and therefore the lowest armour facing him, which obviously helps with the penetration potential. There's the E75 TS, he's noticed down in the back, it's on low health, so he's just looking to see whether that's a tank he can take out. And that 3002 is still in the centre. There's an IS who's basically out of position, and he's managed to get a few shots in. Now one of the potentials, of course, is you might manage to set them on fire, but that hasn't quite happened yet. That IS is now a one shot to him, even though he's got small alpha. There's only 34 hit points left on that tank, so again it's typically about making the most of your gun's potential. So but a few rounds coming in. That one looked like it came from the east, just the west side of the map, I should say. So Rudy, as he's still lit, is just going to basically relocate. Probably got lit again there by the 3002, but he's got the train in his favour, so there shouldn't be any ability to fire down on him unless that 3002 pokes all the way forward, which would expose him to other tanks on Rudy's team. So as he's come around here, trying to make a big arc and come back basically into a similar position where perhaps he's not going to be expected to be. And he's noticed TVP over the other side. This again is another auto-loading tank. To see whether you can basically avoid him. And he's come back to the same spot to see whether he can light those tanks there that were threatening him before. Still lots showing on the mini-map as being not spotted since they're in that position, so the most likely is they're still around there. That T-71DA has basically moved right down into the back of the field, and he was lit by someone, probably the heavy tanks coming out. So Rudy's managed to take him out. So one set of eyes from the enemy team's gone, and he's still got eyes on that E75 TS. Could take him out with a couple of shots. So let's see whether he manages to pick that up. And he does. Yep. So good result there. So he's still got the bulk of his clip there, but he chooses to go and reload because it doesn't look like he's got an immediate opportunity to use his gun. T-34 100 gets taken out by Object 252U down in the city. And now this 3002 is in low health, and Rudy can walk right around him and take him out. Now you notice that he doesn't stick around in front of the guns. That would obviously expose him to any tank destroyers at the back. So he's basically coming around again, keeping cover. And it's going to perhaps move in on this 44-100. But yeah, it gets killed before he gets there. So the next tanks that he can work on will be this TVP, who's now basically one shot. So Rudy is heading in that direction. He was lit until just now, but how's he going to take on two tanks there? One full health and one, almost a one shot. But let's see. So yeah, it looks he's taking a wider arc here to come up from behind. Oh, and there's the TVP is running back to base, so he hasn't noticed where Rudy is. So managed to get two shots into him and take him out. And now there was a shot coming in, possibly from the tank destroyer at the back. And now the Centurion is sitting there, and he's distracted by the other tank, so Rudy can sit there and basically get his full clip out. He manages to get all of his clip in, but he then gets a hit from the Challenger, who's basically been sitting up the back there, pretty much undetected, although he's lost some of his health already. So Rudy's just trying to work out, can he take advantage of that? So he's up to 3.6k damage of his own, with 1.1 of assisted, so he's doing pretty well here. Let's see if he can get the shot on the Challenger. He's got 4 kills. Let's see whether he can turn that into a medal. So the Challenger is still there. He's going to be one shot. So Rudy hasn't reloaded his gun yet. Gets a shot on him, knocks him out. Game over for the Challenger. And Rudy's running up to the back here, where most likely the Cannon Pan's Jaguar 105 is, which he is indeed. So now, who's he facing? Is he facing the other way? He probably is. Gets the shot in, but doesn't get the kill. So he misses out on his top gun. So bad luck, Rudy. But otherwise, a great game. 5.6k combined damage. Well done. So let's have a look at the results. 191,000 credits out of that, which was pretty good. Probably with some boosters there. 6,000 experience, probably with the same. Ace Tanker Badge, most importantly, and he got the All-X medal for killing 2 tanks of at least a tier above him in a light tank, as well as the high caliber. So 3.9 damage and 1,819 base experience, which is a fantastic result. You don't often get to see those in higher tier games. And the next closest in his team, well done, the Object 252U from Perth Clan, doing well as well. So he fired 54 shots, out of those 54 hit, which is really good accuracy, 45 penetrated. You can see it cost him 151,000 in ammunition cost, that's the effect of having to fire full premium. Anyway, great result. Please leave any comments, and thanks for watching.